KK Java Tutorials. This is the very first video on shell scripting. So I would say this is introductory video on shell scripting in Linux. Yeah. So first of all, let's try to understand what is shell scripting in Linux, right? So you can define shell script something like that. Shell scripting is writing a series of commands for the shell to execute, right? It can combine lengthy and repetitive sequences of commands into a single and simple script, which can be stored and executed anytime. This reduces the effort required by the end user, right? So shell scripting is nothing but you write the series of commands and you want to execute those commands in one go, right? So that's all about the basically shell scripting. So let's understand the steps to create a shell script. But before that, let me tell you few things has to be clear, right? Before start writing a very first shell script, right? So first of all, you need to check in your operating system. Here I am using Ubuntu, right? So here I am going to check what are the basically shells are allowed in my Ubuntu operating system. To check that one, what you have to do, you have to write a command is called cat to check content content of any file in any of Linux operating system. So I would say cat, then I will go in the root directory, and here there is a directory is called etc and inside that I will write I will check a content of a file is called something is called sales. If you press enter, then here you can see these are the cells supported by my Ubuntu operating system. So this is the first, that all is inside the bin. So this is sh means born cell. This is the one of the cell which was invented initially, right? When pioneer of Linux operating system is nothing but the Unix, right? And from Unix Linux has been derived, right? So this is the basically cell which was invented in beginning itself, and that is called born cell. Then we have a bash, which is the latest cell. Most of the operating system these days using bash. So bash shell was reinvented after born shell, and bash stands for born again shell, right? And apart from that, Ubuntu also support rbash, dash, etc., right? But here in this video tutorial, basically or all the shell scripting video tutorial, I am going to use bash shell script, right? Bash shell I'm going to use, right? So when you write shell script, right, you have to write shell script in particular file with certain extension, right? Even though if you do not provide the extension, that's fine, but providing a extension as .sh is the good practice, right? So these things you have to keep in mind, and there in that file you have to instruct which cell you are going to use, whether you are going to use a born cell or bash cell, right? So now let's move ahead and see how we can create a very first shell script, right? So I'm going to clear my terminal. To create a file, to write a shell script, you can use any editor. Either you can use vi editor or whatever is your favorite editor, but here I'm going to show you very basically very basic basically very basic steps, like we can use the touch command, right? As you know, using the touch command I can create a file, any kind of file. So here I'm in my home directory, I'm going to move at desktop, right? And here I'm going to create a file. There I'm going to write shell scripting, right? So I'm going to use touch command, and file name I'm going to give hello.sh. So this extension is optional, right? Even though if you do not give the extension at .sh, still this is fine, that will work as a script. But giving the .sh extension is a good practice, so that if some other developer look into this file, they easily understand this is not a simple file but shell script file. Apart from that, if you open this file in some other editor will understand this is nothing but the shell script, so that display would be in the readable format, right? Now I'm going to press enter. So here you can see hello.sh file has been created, right? So here I'm going to write the code in this basically directory, but one thing you have to keep in mind, so what are the basically permissions are allowed to me on this file? Let me check. So how we can check? Already we have seen in the past video tutorial. So you have to write ls, then -l. -l is for long listing, and then after I would give the file name, that is hello.sh. Then if you look into here, then this is a first character represents the file type. This is a file. Dash means file. D stands for directory. So this is a file. Then next three character represents the permission given to the user, right? So user has a read and write permission but does not have execute permission. Similarly, group has read and write but does not have execute permission, and other user has only read permission, right? So as we have created this file to execute as a shell script, right? So we required a execute permission, right? So once we write the shell script in this file and try to run as a shell script, then uh, we will get an error. So let me show you that error. Then after, how we can resolve that error? Just by adding the execute permission we can resolve this error. But right now let me show you that error. Before that I need to write shell script code. So here I am going to use something is called gedit, and here I am going to open this guy hello.sh in edit mode, right? So here I am going to write shell script. So here first of all I have created a file with basically .sh extension. That's the first. Then you have to start the basically your script with something is called hash and then exclamation sign. This is called cbang, right? Cbang in the world of shell scripting, right? And after that you have to specify the location of your basically shell. So here we are using bash shell, so I would write bin and then /bash, right? Always you have to give the forward slash, right? So here hash exclamation is an operator called cbang which directs the script to the interpreter location, right? So if we use hash cbang, like hash cbang /bin/bash, the script gets directed to the born again cell, right? If you want to use a born cell, then simply you have to write hash exclamation /bin/sh, right? Because sh is for a born cell, but here we are using a bash cell, right? So I hope you understood. This is the very first line you have to write. Now, as you know, when you start working on any programming world, then giving a comment is a very basically a good practice. So here you can even specify some comments, and comment in shell scripting world always start from hash, right? So here first line is started from hash means this is not a comment, right? But next otherwise you can write this is not basic comment, even though it's starting from the hash. But comment you can write in the shell scripting, and that should start from the hash, right? Here I'm going to write this is my first shell script, right? Now here I'm going to write a kind of hello world example, right? So here I'm going to write echo, right? As you know what is echo. So here I'm going to ask the user what is your name, right? And now I'm going to use a command is called read. Read is basically we use this command to read some input from the terminal. So here I'm going to read input is called name, right? And finally, if user provide the input on the terminal, right? Let's say I provide the key, then I would like to print the message, welcome message in echo. I would say I will say echo hello and comma, and this name, this is kind of variable which is going to read from the terminal. So I will print value whatever is stored in this name, something like a dollar, and then you have to give the name, right? And double quotes close, right? So I hope here also double quotes, right? This should be in double quotes. So script is very simple. Just I'm asking to the user, when this cell script will run, this will prompt this message, what is your name? So user, and that will prompt will wait to provide the input to the user, right? And once user provide the name, then that will store in this name variable. And here just I'd like to print hello, whatever name is provided by the user, right? And when you try to read any variable value, then always that should be prefixed with the dollar sign, right? So that's all. So here I'm going to save it, and here I'm going to press Ctrl C to come out from gedit, and here I'm going to run a shell script. You have to write a period sign or dot and forward slash, and then you have to give the hello.sh. But this is going to permission denied kind of stuff, right? Saying that permission denied. Why? Because this file has not execute permission as of now. So what I'll do, I'll provide the execute permission to this file, and we can provide the execute permission using chmod, right, or change mode. Already we have seen the past video tutorial. Now here I'm going to write plus x, right, and then file name, right? So sh. So when I say plus x, that means this execute permission is going to add for owner or user, group, as well as world, for all these three, right? If I press enter, right, if you look into the detail, then here you can see execute permission is added for the user, group, as well as other user as well. Now we can run this script. So now I'm going to run this script, right? So it is asking me to enter username, and here you can see cursor is waiting for my input. So I'm giving the input as Kishan, and it is printing hello Kishan, right? So guys, this is the very first script we have written, but the shell script is really very powerful. That provides a lot of you can read conditional statements, you can use various kind of loops and all. So shell script is really very powerful. So in subsequent video tutorial we'll see a lot of concept related to shell scripting, and in this video that's all I wanted to show you guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.